Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies, and you're extended for today's reading. Yeah, the camera's a little bit sideways. I kind of like the angle, so I'm going to leave it there. It's not an accident, just letting you know. Okay, so what we're looking at this morning, everything that happens is for you, not to you. Trust in yourself and take the reins and know your path. So we're looking at how the past energies, things that have happened to you, are affecting your present situation. Of course, what came in was the Chariot card, okay? For you to take the reins, for you to have the momentum and drive, to finally follow your path, your calling, what you want out of life. So I'm going to be using the Soul Coaching Oracle cards, okay? And as well, the Star Tarot. Haven't used it in a while. Fortunately, I feel like the card stock is so big in these cards, but the imagery is so beautiful. So, all right. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would ask you to do that. If you've been here this morning and you've liked the reading and you haven't taken the time, go ahead. I post twice a day. If you'd like, I'm encouraging everybody to subscribe to my website, because when I start doing these awesome giveaways, that's where they're going to be done. Okay? And it's free to join. Doesn't cost you a thing. All right, what else, Pisces? Do I have to say here? Nothing much. I pretty much said it all this morning, so if you want to see that awesome reading, this beginner reading, I would go see that. It explains a lot. And now I'm going to clarify some of these things. So this is your path. It's up to you to decide where you want to go, what you want to do. You can't be seeing things, your imperfections, as things to be as a detriment to what you are doing in your life. They've added to who you really are. And they've added to your success that should come to you. Right? It's going to help you emerge. Okay? And I am emerging into the light with joy and ease. It's going, all of these things that have happened to you are helping you emerge into this beautiful being that you are supposed to be. Okay? So let's see here if I can get everything in the camera, however. So let's put it out a little bit more. There you go. All right. You really want to truly emerge out of yourself into yourself, okay? So those constraints that you put in there, you want to come out of them and just really become who you're supposed to be, Pisces. Now, the one thing that I forgot to mention this morning is that I usually pull cards for the 6 cards that I pull for the week, like an oracle in between the two. And the card that I pulled out was New Beginnings. And this is exactly what this is. This is your new beginning, Pisces. This is trusting yourself to be who you're supposed to be in your beginning. Okay? This is your adventure. Right? Healing. Phenomenal healing energy flows through every cell of my body. And in fact, I know it would seem maybe a little weird to have healing here, but this is you healing to the fact and understanding that everything that you have gone through in your life has brought you to this point. So if you can actually, if you're sitting down and you're thinking yourself as imperfect or unable to do things, and then you have that aha moment of, wow, everything that I've gone through in life has made me who I am. You know, from those awkward moments, this awkward feeling of feeling out of place, of not feeling like being able to fit into other people's perfections. If you can actually come to the point of going, I am perfectly imperfect in my life, okay? And I am my own star. Look at a beautiful star. That's an imperfect star, but look how happy it looks. I'd be this star any day, okay? It's not symmetrical? Does it look perfect? But it is exactly who you are. It is exactly that beautiful star. If you have that aha moment, you will be able to heal yourself, okay, of these judgmental things that you've been thinking about. All those things that you've been telling yourself that you are not. In fact, that you are everything. Okay? So your past can help or hinder, as always. Okay? As always. If you take those lessons and apply them to today for growth and perspective and being who you're supposed to be, then you're rightfully on your path. You've had the breakthrough from underneath the deck. You've had the breakthrough, it's come through. But if you did not, then it will hinder you. It will make you feel smaller than you need to be or feel. Nobody is small here. Everybody is one. We're all connected. We all came from the same source. Yes, people, even the baddies. Everybody has a role to play. This is a school. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to actually put this camera in a different position. And I'm going to go in a little bit here, Pisces. Alright. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up these cards. As you guys know, that's how I do it. I'm going to pull up these cards and then we're going to clarify them with the Star Tarot. Alright. So the first row is the energy that you've been dispensing with this card, this Chariot, okay? Second row is maybe other energies that you could have been looking at the same time. Last row is what Spirit wants you to pay attention to. Let's see what we can do here, Pisces, for you. Okay. The first one was the Lovers. When it first initially came out this morning, it felt like a card of perfection. That perfection we looked at, harmony. They're showing me a girl I used to go to school with. She had blonde hair, and I'm going to date myself. But the perfect colored jean jacket, the perfect colored jeans, and the perfect body, and the perfect nails, and the perfect makeup. And if I stood beside her, boy, did I feel inadequate. Okay? In those days, I wasn't the skinny type. I was more of the athletic type. Okay? I would have never been looking like her. Never, ever, ever. I had brown hair. She had blonde hair, and my mother wouldn't let me dye my hair. In my mind, I was so imperfect compared to her. Of course, she looked like everybody who was following the trends back then, okay? They pretty much all looked the same. Being at the age I am now, I realized that I wouldn't want that. I don't want to look like everybody else. It doesn't interest me. I want to look like me. I'm okay looking like me. I'm okay looking at the smile on my face and realizing that it is very much mine. That it looks like me, feels like me, and that I'm perfectly imperfect and comfortable just being me. It's sometimes a very hard thing to look at. Okay? So we have the Lovers with the Lovers, right? So Spirit is trying to tell you, what's the difference between this and this? Are they trying to reiterate the same thing? No. They're saying that their perfection is not your perfection. Your perfection is yours, and yours alone, right? These are two different cards depicting two different images, showing you that perfection and harmony is created individually, okay? So beautiful, so beautiful. The attraction comes from inside anyway, Pisces, okay? Have you ever seen the most attractive person in the world? If you have, it rarely comes from outside influence or what they look like. It's usually radiating from the being itself. And it usually has very little to do with looks. I'm not saying that good-looking people are not attractive internally. They most certainly are. But it is from the inside out that you shine. It is always from the inside out. I have some of you who are on Patreon who have showed me, images of you and loved ones on beautiful nature walks. And the beautiful smile and the way you radiate with the people you love on these pictures is such an attractive thing for me. I love seeing that. I feel the beauty and the individuality in all of those, okay? There's no perfect everything in anything. They're not staged. They're just genuine and beautiful. And that is what they want you to do. Be genuine and beautiful and perfect for you, Pisces. Nobody else, just you. Contemplating the situations over and over. Well, it's just going to take up a lot of your time, won't it? Trying to make everything perfect. Just so. The cushions just fluffed, just so. I feel we contemplate and wish for things so long that sometimes we let the opportunity to actually just do it go away, right? There's the Knight of Pentacles. He's the knight that gets stuck on details. He shows no progress because he gets stuck on details. Oh, I can't invite anybody over because, well, my house doesn't look perfect and that floor, it's lifting a little bit, and I don't want anybody to see that because, of course, they're coming to look at my floor, right? They're not coming to visit me. And it took me a long time to figure that out, okay? I felt that people would judge me for my imperfection, my imperfect house, my imperfect hair. I'm talking years ago now. Thank God I've changed. But I got so halted on details, Pisces, that I spent my whole life contemplating how great things would be when they were perfect, that I actually didn't do a lot of anything. Okay, don't let yourself get stuck in that. Take that chariot and go. The Three of Swords. And stop telling yourself that, stop making yourself sad over these things, okay? Prince of Wands, Page of Wands, take a chance, okay? Grab those colors, paint them, be a beautiful mess. Look at that lion, showing the Strength card, the Courage card, okay? Don't live in sorrow and disappointment that you can't, that things don't look exactly the way you want them, okay? Grab that paintbrush, grab that sun, grab that light. Live your life, okay? Be impulsive with your life. Don't get stuck in the details. Be fearless, okay? Be childlike. Have fun, play, and have courage. Learn to use your energy, not what you think people need or what they expect, to meet your goals. The Five of Swords. It came in under the Lover's card this morning. She should put it right here. Nope, I'm going to leave it there. Okay. Two Cups, another card of harmony, the Lovers, in your everyday. When I was talking about the Five of Swords this morning, it was about what you feel is a defeat in your life, what you stop from happening in your life. is probably not even a battle for anybody else. The card of Five of Swords is always like somebody wins, somebody loses, but it depends where you're standing. It depends where you're at. Okay? So don't call it before you've lived it, because I feel like it's a deception. Okay? If you could simply make the decision to grab that sword of light and make your way out there, you can actually create so much in your life. Okay? You can create harmony out of and realize when you put the light in this situation that it's actually more harmonious than you think. There's a lot less disharmony than you think. So it's important that you really shed a light on this, that you put that you stop judging yourself before, secretly, silently. Okay? Sometimes we do it to ourselves so hard, so harshly, and nobody else is. We're the only ones doing it to ourselves. Three of Wands. Move from the contemplating to the actual action, the beginning. Start doing things for yourself. Okay? Put things in motion. Even if it's starting to prepare. I was talking about an altar that I want to build. And I'm still just going around in my mind of, I don't want it to be like everybody else's. I don't want it to just be a trinkets. I want something special. Something that is me. Something that is Jane. Okay? But if I sit there and think about it over and over again, I'm going to be going up and down and up and down. Okay, the Knight of Cups, he's like the one who's going, yes, no, yes, no. I love you, I don't. I love you, I don't. You know, I call him my hormonal prince, you know. He's the one you don't want to be living with because you never know if he's happy or sad at any given moment. So I always relate that emotion to us. We think, I'm going to be disappointed, I'm going to be happy. What if I launch and it doesn't work? I'll feel bad, then I won't feel good anymore. So it's better that I don't do it. So they're saying just launch. Stop putting yourself through the ringers of those up and downs. Just take those first few steps. I find anyway that thinking puts you too much inside of your head and you start telling lies to yourself. It's just better to start walking in the direction. Go outside, open the door, start taking those first few steps. When you're in motion, your mind takes a little bit of a back seat and you start going from thinking to action. And that really helps. Trust me, it really helps. Okay? Next up, you have the Six of Pentacles. Then that brings balance, your own personal brand of balance. Okay? And that brings stability with the Emperor card. It makes you feel stable. It makes you feel grounded. It makes you feel like, yeah, I'm really doing something. Even if it's something small, such as me putting a table in a corner with nothing on it. It's something small, but it is something. It is something. It's an action. It's motion in the right direction. Motion in the right direction. Okay. Where's my pen? That one's good. All right. Ace of Cups. This is the stuff you need to pay attention to. The Ace of Cups. The renewable energies. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is no doubt my favorite queen because she is mine. That's the card I relate to. Who's the Queen of Swords? She's very strong of character. She's very independent. And she clearly communicates everything she wants to say. Okay? She's very intelligent, very, very. But sometimes too critical of her own thoughts. And this is where the problem is, Pisces, especially in this beautiful Libra season that we are now in, within a day, okay? The full moon is coming in Libra. You have to remember not to be too critical with yourself, Pisces. You really need to pay attention to the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups reminds you that fresh starts are always here for you, okay? As always, these Ace of Cups always make me feel like they're a cup that replenishes itself over and over again as the lotus flower opens up at the top and offers you an abundance of renewable opportunities, okay? Don't be afraid of trying something and it maybe not coming out the way you want, because there's a chance to do it again, okay? Don't let the Queen scare you into thinking, ooh, you know, I've experienced like failures and losses, and then maybe I won't, you know, maybe this won't work out. Maybe it won't, but it doesn't mean you can't try again, okay? Don't let her put you in a corner, because she would, she can, she's been through a lot. So have you, Pisces. So just be careful with that. Remember, they keep showing me the Aladdin, you know, ex-nay on wishing for more wishes, and this is false. You can wish for as many as you want, Pisces. The possibilities are endless, okay? All right, so you have the Two of Pentacles. Remember, the beautiful thing about you, Pisces, is the fact that you know how to juggle things. You're good at it. You're good at juggling. It's your forte. Right. And the world comes out offering you such a beautiful, vast, rich amount of opportunities, okay? Of endings and beginnings. Your cycle can be you can begin a cycle and end a cycle as quickly and as slowly as you want, Pisces. That's a great part. You can go, yep, I don't like this cycle, I'm going to rush it right to the end and I'm going to start over again. Absolutely. You can. This is your chariot, your life, your movement. But the optimal word here is movement, okay? And the optimal word is that you can adapt everything that you've learned, okay? And put it into the new phase. Everything that you've learned can be useful to you in the new phase. That's the point. You take what you've learned, you start over, and you do it better. Okay, so remember that. And the only block that is facing you at this moment, Pisces, is you. The Eight of Swords. So free yourself with the Ace of Swords. Okay, free yourself. Seven of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, I'm going to put it here for now. Once you take that blindfold off and see where you're going, you're going to have major breakthroughs. Okay? So you see it blind and then you see the eye. Trust and act, the breakthrough would come. Okay? They kind of go all together here, Pisces. I'm going to pull this out. We're going to close up this reading by letting you know with the Seven of Pentacles, what you're not seeing. The Ace of Swords was also at the bottom of this deck, so they both end on this note. But the Seven of Pentacles reminds you that you have great powers of research and assessment. Everything you learn works to your power, works to your strengths. Okay? You know what works and doesn't work. So don't forget that. Don't forget that under the deck, that you have that power. And that all of this, all of your past, everything that has come up in these lessons that you've learned on your momentum and drive and when to decide to go and not go, this all serves a purpose to help you in your future, Pisces. That's it for me. This has been your extended. Please like the video. Share it, comment. Those help a lot, Pisces. The more you do, the better it is for me. So, thank you so much. Love, light, and blessings as always. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.